The Last Law. In the distant galaxy of Zorblack 7, a group of alien explorers known as the Xeltronians were on a mission to study primitive civilizations across the universe. Their latest destination was a small blue planet called Earth. As they observed the humans from their cloaked spaceship hovering above, the Xeltronians found themselves amused by the strange behaviors of the ancient humans. They watched as the humans communicated in a primitive language, built towering structures out of stone, and engaged in battles with weapons made of metal. One day, while observing a group of ancient humans in the midst of a conflict, the Xeltronians noticed something peculiar. One of the humans was holding a small, metallic object that emitted loud noises and flashes of light. The Xeltronians couldn't help but laugh at the sight of such a rudimentary weapon. "Look at that! A tiny stick that makes noise. How quaint!" One of the Xeltronians chuckled. The other members of the expedition joined in the laughter, finding the ancient human weapon to be quite amusing. They continued to watch as the human aimed the weapon at his adversaries, firing off loud bursts that seemed to do little harm. But just as the laughter reached its peak, something unexpected happened. The ancient human's weapon emitted a blinding flash of light, followed by a deafening explosion. The Xeltronians watched in shock as the blast tore through the ranks of the opposing humans, causing chaos and destruction in its wake. The laughter died down as the Xeltronians realized the power of the ancient human weapon. They had underestimated the capabilities of these primitive beings, and now they were witnessing the consequences of their hubris. As the smoke cleared and the dust settled, the Xeltronians looked down at the devastated battlefield with a newfound respect for the ancient humans. They had learned a valuable lesson that day: never underestimate the power of even the most primitive of civilizations. And as they prepared to depart from Earth and continue their mission across the galaxy, the Xeltronians couldn't help but reflect on the irony of it all. The ancient human gun may have been laughed at initially, but in the end it was the one having the last laugh. The unforeseen consequences. As the Xeltronians departed from Earth, their encounter with the ancient human gun lingered in their minds. They continued their mission to study other civilizations, but the events of that fateful day had sparked a curiosity within them. They wondered what other surprises the universe held. Meanwhile, back on Earth, the news of the alien encounter spread like wildfire. People were both fascinated and terrified by the idea of extraterrestrial beings observing them from above. Conspiracy theories and speculations ran rampant, causing a mixture of fear and excitement among the population. In a small town nestled in the mountains, a young woman named Maya found herself drawn to the stories of the alien encounter. She had always been fascinated by the unknown, and the idea of beings from another world watching over them sparked a sense of wonder within her. One night, as Maya gazed up at the stars from her backyard, she noticed a strange light in the sky. It flickered and danced in a way that seemed almost playful. Intrigued, Maya grabbed her binoculars and focused in on the light, only to see a small spacecraft hovering in the distance. Her heart raced with excitement as she realized she was witnessing an actual alien spacecraft. Without hesitation, Maya grabbed her camera and began taking pictures of the mysterious object, capturing images that would later become famous around the world. The Xeltronians, observing Maya from their spaceship, were surprised by her boldness and curiosity. They had not anticipated that a human would be able to spot their cloaked vessel, let alone document its presence. Intrigued by Maya's actions, they decided to make contact with her in a way that would forever change the course of both their destinies. Through a series of telepathic messages, the Xeltronians communicated with Maya, sharing knowledge and wisdom beyond her wildest dreams. They revealed to her the secrets of the universe, unlocking her potential and igniting a spark of enlightenment within her. As Maya's connection with the Xeltronians grew stronger, she became a beacon of hope and inspiration for humanity. Her newfound abilities and understanding of the cosmos brought about a new era of peace and cooperation among nations, as people set aside their differences to embrace the wonders of the universe. And so, what began as a moment of laughter and underestimation between aliens and ancient humans had blossomed into a bond that transcended space and time. The Xeltronians and Maya had shown the world that even in the face of the unknown, there was always room for understanding, growth, and unity. The laughter that once echoed through the galaxy had now been replaced by a symphony of harmony and enlightenment, proving that sometimes the greatest discoveries come from the most unexpected encounters. The Galactic Alliance. As Maya's connection with the Xeltronians deepened, she found herself at the center of a new era of exploration and discovery. The Xeltronians, impressed by Maya's compassion and wisdom, invited her to join them on their intergalactic journey to forge alliances with other civilizations across the cosmos. Together, Maya and the Xeltronians traveled to distant planets and met beings of all shapes and sizes, each with their own unique cultures and technologies. They exchanged knowledge, shared stories, and formed bonds that transcended language and boundaries. One of their most significant encounters was with the Gormlins, a race of highly advanced beings known for their expertise in energy manipulation. The Gormlins were initially skeptical of the alliance between humans and Xeltronians, but were soon won over by Maya's empathy and the Xeltronians' technological prowess. With the Gormlins on their side, the alliance between humans, Xeltronians, and Gormlins grew stronger, creating a formidable force for peace and cooperation in the galaxy. Together, they embarked on missions to aid civilizations in need, protect planets from imminent threats, and promote harmony among all beings. But their newfound unity would soon face its greatest challenge yet. A dark force known as the Shadow Collective emerged from the depths of space, intent on conquering and subjugating all civilizations in its path. Led by the enigmatic Shadow Lord, the collective wielded powerful weapons and dark magic that threatened to plunge the galaxy into chaos. As the Shadow Collective advanced, spreading fear and destruction in its wake, Maya, the Xeltronians, and the Gormlins knew that they had to stand together against this formidable foe. They rallied their allies from across the galaxy, forming a united front against the encroaching darkness. In a final epic battle that spanned the stars, the forces of light clashed with the Shadow Collective in a struggle for the fate of the galaxy. Beams of energy crackled, spaceships soared through the void, and heroes from all corners of the universe fought side by side against overwhelming odds. And in the midst of chaos and turmoil, Maya stood at the forefront, her heart filled with courage and determination. With the support of her allies and the strength of her newfound powers, she unleashed a wave of energy that pierced through the darkness, shattering the Shadow Lord's hold on the galaxy. As the last remnants of the Shadow Collective faded into oblivion, a sense of peace and unity descended upon the galaxy. The alliance between humans, Xeltronians, and Gormlins had prevailed, proving that together, even the darkest of threats could be overcome. And so, as the stars twinkled in the vast expanse of space, a new era dawned for the galaxy, an era of cooperation, understanding, and peace. The laughter that had once echoed through the cosmos had now been replaced by a chorus of triumph and solidarity, as beings from all walks of life came together to build a better future for all. The legacy of unity. With the defeat of the Shadow Collective, the galaxy basked in a newfound era of peace and prosperity. The alliance between humans, Celtronians, and Gormlins stood as a shining beacon of unity, inspiring other civilizations to set aside their differences and work together for the greater good. Maya, hailed as a hero across the galaxy, continued her journey alongside the Celtronians and Gormlins, traveling to distant worlds and spreading the message of cooperation and harmony. Her name became synonymous with hope and courage, a symbol of what could be achieved when beings of all kinds came together as one. As the years passed, the alliance flourished, forming a galactic council that oversaw matters of diplomacy, trade, and defense. Representatives from every corner of the galaxy gathered to discuss issues, share knowledge, and forge bonds that would withstand the test of time. One day, as Maya sat in the council chambers, reflecting on the journey that had brought them to this point, a new threat emerged on the horizon. A cosmic anomaly known as the Rift of Eternity appeared at the edge of the galaxy, threatening to unravel the very fabric of space and time. The Galactic Council sprang into action, pooling their resources and knowledge to find a way to seal the anomaly before it was too late. But as they delved deeper into the mystery of the rift, they realized that they needed to go beyond their own understanding and seek out ancient beings known as the Celestials, who held the key to closing the anomaly once and for all. With Maya leading the charge, the Alliance set out on a perilous journey across the cosmos to find the Celestials and learn their secrets. They faced challenges and obstacles unlike any they had encountered before, testing their bonds and resolve to the limit. But through courage, determination, and unwavering unity, they reached the realm of the Celestials, beings of immense power and wisdom who had watched over the galaxy since time immemorial. The Celestials revealed that the Rift of Eternity was a test, a trial meant to challenge the beings of the galaxy and strengthen their unity in the face of adversity. With their guidance, Maya and her allies learned how to harness the energies of the rift and channel them into a powerful beacon of light that sealed the anomaly once and for all. The galaxy was safe from destruction, and a new era of unity and understanding dawned once more. As Maya stood on the edge of the galaxy, gazing out at the stars twinkling in the void, she knew that their journey was far from over. The legacy of unity they had forged would endure for generations to come, inspiring beings across the cosmos to come together in times of need and triumph over any challenge that came their way. And so, as the laughter of triumph echoed through the galaxy, Maya smiled, knowing that no matter what trials lay ahead, they would face them together as one united force, bound by friendship, courage, and the eternal light of hope. The return of the shadows. Years had passed since the sealing of the Rift of Eternity, and the galaxy had enjoyed a period of unprecedented peace and cooperation. The alliance between humans, Celtronians, and Gormlins had grown stronger, and new civilizations had joined their cause, united in their commitment to building a better future for all. But just as beings across the cosmos began to relax into this newfound era of tranquility, whispers of a dark force stirring in the shadows began to spread. Rumors of strange occurrences and unexplained phenomena reached the Galactic Council, causing a sense of unease to settle over the galaxy. Maya, now a revered elder stateswoman, sensed a familiar foreboding tugging at her heart. She knew that the peace they had fought so hard to achieve was once again threatened by an ancient evil that had long been forgotten, the Shadows. The Shadows were beings of pure darkness, twisted and malevolent, who sought to bring chaos and destruction wherever they went. Long ago, they had been banished to the far reaches of the galaxy by an alliance of powerful beings, but now it seemed they were returning, their hunger for power and vengeance driving them forward. As reports of shadow attacks on outer rim planets reached the Galactic Council, Maya knew that they had to act swiftly to confront this resurgent threat. Gathering her allies once more, she set out on a journey to rally support from across the galaxy, uniting beings of all races and creeds in a last stand against the encroaching darkness. The battle that followed was fierce and unforgiving, with the shadows unleashing their full fury upon the allied forces. Beams of dark energy lashed out, tearing through spaceships and planets with relentless force. Heroes fell, sacrifices were made, but still, the Alliance stood strong, united in their determination to protect all that they held dear. In the heart of the conflict, Maya faced the leader of the Shadows, a being of pure malevolence known as the Shadow King. Their clash was epic, a dance of light and darkness that reverberated through the cosmos. But as the battle reached its climax, Maya unleashed a power unlike any before, channeling the combined strength and unity of the Alliance into a blinding burst of light that banished the shadows once more. The galaxy was saved from destruction once again, but at a great cost. Many lives had been lost, worlds lay in ruins, and scars, both physical and emotional, would take time to heal. As Maya surveyed the aftermath of the conflict, she knew that their struggle against darkness was far from over. But as long as beings across the cosmos stood together in unity, bound by friendship and courage, there would always be hope for a brighter tomorrow. And so, as the stars shone down upon a galaxy forever changed by their trials and triumphs, Maya vowed to continue fighting for peace and harmony, no matter what challenges lay ahead. The dawn of rebirth. In the wake of the devastating conflict with the Shadows, the galaxy lay in a state of mourning and rebuilding. Countless lives had been lost, worlds had been shattered, and scars of the war lingered in the hearts of all who had witnessed its horrors. As the Galactic Council convened to assess the aftermath of the battle, Maya and her allies knew that they faced a long and arduous road ahead. But amidst the rubble and remnants of war, a glimmer of hope began to emerge, the seeds of rebirth and renewal. Together, the Alliance set out to aid those affected by the conflict, offering support, resources, and compassion to help them rebuild their shattered lives. They worked side by side with beings from all corners of the galaxy, united in their commitment to forging a better future for themselves and future generations. As time passed, new alliances were formed, old wounds were healed, and the galaxy began to slowly but surely recover from the devastation wrought by the Shadows. The Galactic Council implemented new measures to ensure peace and cooperation among civilizations, learning from the lessons of the past to build a stronger foundation for the future. But just as hope began to blossom once more, a new threat loomed on the horizon. Whispers of a mysterious force known as the Voidwalkers spread through the galaxy, causing unease and uncertainty among its inhabitants. The Voidwalkers were beings of pure chaos and destruction, seeking to unravel the very fabric of reality itself. Maya and her allies knew that they could not afford to let another dark force plunge the galaxy into chaos once more. They set out on a quest to uncover the origins of the Voidwalkers, seeking out ancient prophecies and hidden knowledge that might hold the key to stopping them before it was too late. Their journey took them to the farthest reaches of the galaxy, where they encountered beings of immense power and wisdom who shared with them the secrets of the Voidwalkers. They learned that the only way to defeat this new threat was to embrace the light within themselves, to find strength in unity and courage in the face of adversity. Armed with this newfound knowledge, Maya and her allies prepared for a final confrontation with the Voidwalkers. The battle that followed was unlike any they had faced before, a cosmic clash of light and darkness that reverberated through the very fabric of reality. But in the end, it was not brute force or power that defeated the Voidwalkers. It was unity, compassion, and the unwavering belief in a better tomorrow. As Maya stood on the precipice of victory, surrounded by her allies and friends, she knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, as long as beings across the galaxy stood together as one, they would always find a way to overcome. And so, as the stars shone down upon a galaxy forever changed by its trials and triumphs, Maya smiled, knowing that even in the darkest of times, there would always be a dawn of rebirth waiting to light their way forward into a brighter tomorrow.